Namaskar. Welcome to Ahara Arogya Adhyatma, the light of Samskara. Today we have Dr. Shilpa H. Dhruvanarayan. She is an MD in biochemistry from St. John's Medical College, and she has done stress psychology in healthcare professionals from London School of Business. And she has won 5 gold medals in MBBS from Rajiv Gandhi Health University. And she is the topper in 2000. Now she is professor, head of the department, and director of lab director in medical college, that is the Dayanand Sagar Medical College. Welcome, Shilpa.
Namaste, madam.
More than being doctor, you are an Adhyatma Jeevi. You are an evolved person. And you always speak so well about spirituality with the blessings of your Guru. So today, I want you to tell us the importance of Shivratri, because Shiva is a Bhayahara, Bhavahara, and is the Mukti Marga, he is the one who shows. And that is the reason it is so important that we chant Om Namah Shivaya, that is the Shadakshari mantra, to worship him. And that is the one which makes our mind very sthita or stable, so that we can do sadhana better. So tell us about the importance of Shivaratri, please.
Thank you very much, madam. With the blessings of Sri Guru Raghavendra Swami, I will tell whatever I know about Mahashivratri. Shivaratri comes every month actually. We have 12 Shivaratris in a year. And as per the Panchanga, the Shivaratri which comes or falls in the Phalguna Masa is celebrated as the great night of Shiva or Mahashivaratri. So we say Shiva is Mano Niyamaka. That means if we have to achieve self-control.
The mind.
Yes, control the mind. That is very difficult, you see. We are all masters of the mind. But if we have to control the mind, we need blessings of Lord Shiva. That is a must. So he is known as Mano Niyamaka.
He is the Adi Yogi and also
Yes.
Adi Yogi. And he is the one who taught the Shiva Ashtanga Yoga. And many people who can't do meditation and the mind is going here and there, once they start chanting this Om Namah Shivaya, the mind becomes almost calm and composed, and they can concentrate on meditation much better. Yes.
Definitely, madam. He is known as Adi Yogi. He is known as Nataraja. The Tandava dance, the very famous Tandava dance, was done by Lord Shiva on Mahashivaratri day. There are many stories in our Puranas which tell us the significance of this day, that is Mahashivaratri day. One of them is, this is the day when Lord Shiva performed the Tandava dance, because Sati Devi will jump into the, holy fire, Yagna Kunda.
Self-immolation.
Yes. So to vent out his anger, Shiva does this Tandava dance on this day. The second story is he manifested as Jyotirlinga. That is also one which is, immortal source of light.
That is so important, because that day when he shows, what happens is Vishnu and Brahma, they are arguing between them who is greater. And Vishnu says that you have come from the lotus from my umbilicus, so I am greater. And they both go to Shiva. So Shiva manifests as this Jyotirlinga. And he asked them, whoever finds out the beginning and the end of this column of light, and that person is great and they will be worshipped. And then what happens is Brahma goes up and the Vishnu goes down. Vishnu cannot find the beginning of the column. Whereas what Brahma does is he brings Ketaki as a witness and he says, yes, I have seen the tip of the column. And that was a lie. And immediately Shiva curses. Shiva says, Ketaki will not be used as for the worshipping. And then Brahma will not be worshipped by anyone. Because according to Dharma, Satya is very important. Anyone telling lies, he cannot be worshipped. And that's what happens. And Vishnu is worshipped, Shiva is worshipped, but not Brahma temples are not many. Yes, please
Yes,
go
yes,
ahead.
yes, madam. And there is another story with regard to this. That is, this is the day when Shiva drinks the hala hala, or
Yeah,
the fierce or poison which comes.
Amrita Mantana.
Yes, yes. When they do, when the ocean of milk is churned, the first thing which comes is
Hala
poison.
hala.
So hala hala. And this hala hala, it is not an ordinary poison. It is a poison which could have destroyed the whole universe
The
and
whole
the world.
universe, whole universe.
Yes,
And
yes,
when I went to Rishikesh, from there I traveled in the Shivalik hills. There is a Nilkanta temple, and the story says that Shiva, who is called as the Nilkanta or Vishakanta, he does penance for 65,000 years to detoxify that hala hala. It's a
yes,
beautiful
madam.
place. Yeah.
Yes, so he is known as Neelakanta because he will actually hold the poison in his throat, and he will use the Bilva Patre or the Bilva leaves to cool himself down throughout the night. That is why there is a special significance of Bilva leaves in Shiva Puja.
Yeah.
Also, Bilva leaves is an abode of Parvati Devi.
Yes.
Parvati, it is also known that Bilva tree has emerged from her sweat droplets, and there is
Yes.
a Vishesha Sannidhana of
Mhm.
Parvati Devi in
Yeah.
Bilva tree. That is why
Yeah.
Bilva leaf is very, very
and
auspicious.
it is called as the Shiva Priya tree, because Shiva Parvati together they water this plant sapling and they come out, and that Tridala is a manifestation of Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara. So it is a very special one, which is very, very Shiva Priya means he loves it. That's what it
Yes,
means.
yes,
And
and it
even
also.
now, there is a Parvati Vana, and that is called as the Amsterdam of India. Even today, the beautiful flowers are there in that meadow. Yes.
Yes, madam. And it symbolizes surrendering our ego. The
Yes.
Rajasa Guna, Tamasa, and Sat, whatever we have, Tamo
Everything.
Guna,
Yeah.
what all the three gunas, it actually symbolizes surrender, complete surrender to the Lord on this day.
Yeah.
So these are some of the stories, and attached to this or aligning this in the Puranas, there are very important two stories of kings and one of very great rishi, which we have to remember on this day. One is the story of king called Chitrabhanu. So Chitrabhanu will be a great emperor. He'll not be just a king. He will be a great emperor. So he will be observing this Mahashivratri with great austerity. He will be observing a complete fast, and whole night sitting awake, he will be chanting Lord Shiva's mantras and japas. So the next day, one rishi called Ashtavakra will come to his court, and then he will be very surprised to see the king in that form, the emperor in that form. So he will ask him, being a great emperor, why are you doing this, and what is the necessity for you to do this? That time he will tell, in my previous birth, see, they were all great souls, so they could remember their previous births.
Past one. Yeah.
Past birth. Yes. So he will tell that he was a hunter in his previous birth called Sumaswara. And when he goes out for hunting in the forest, it will be late in the night. He will not get any prey. So to protect himself from the wild animals, he will climb up a tree. That is the Bilva tree. Coincidentally, it will be the Bilva tree.
Shiva
So he
Priya
will,
tree.
yes. So he will climb up the tree, and whole night he will stay awake, and the
And
leaves
he'll
will
be
be
plucking
falling.
and then falling
Yes,
down.
yes, yes.
Yes.
To keep
Yes.
himself awake, because he doesn't want to fall asleep again, for the
So,
fear of wild animals. He will not do it with devotion. He will do
but
it with
he's still
fear.
plucking and
He will,
throwing it
yes,
down. Yeah.
throwing it down. The next morning, Lord Shiva will actually be, manifesting in front of him. And then another one point is there. The next morning, he will see a deer which will come to drink water. He will go to hunt it, but the deer will say, please leave me, my family is waiting. So the hunter will actually forego his prey, and he will not hunt it. So Shiva will manifest, and he will tell that you have completed the whole cycle of Mahashivratri. That is, one is worshipping me with Bilva leaves, staying awake the whole night, and the last one is sacrifice.
Daya.
Okay,
Daya.
so yeah.
Yeah,
So
showing the
Shiva,
kindness to
yes.
them. Yeah.
Yes, so that is why he will Shiva will grant him a boon to be an emperor in his next birth, and he will bless him. So this king will very devotedly observe Shivratri in all the years. And there is another story with the great associated with the great Rishi Markandeya Rishi. As we all know, Markandeya Rishi is the one who actually won over death. So he will be the son of a sage, Mrukandu and Marudvati, who will be childless, and once they will perform tapas, and Shiva will give them two choices. Do you want a very intelligent son with short lifespan, or a dull son with a very long lifespan? They will opt for the first one, intelligent
Yes,
son with a
yes,
short
yes,
lifespan, who will
yes.
have lifespan only for 16 years. And he will be a very, very, very
Brilliant and a wise guy,
brilliant
he
Vedas,
learns
yeah,
all the
brilliant,
Vedas.
and
Yes.
yes. And then with very great austerity, he will perform all his daily chores and all these
Yes.
things. On the 16th birthday, his father will tell him the truth. So Markandeya will go to a temple where Shiva will be worshipped
The
as
Kala
Kala Bhairava.
Bhairava.
So he will hug the Shivlinga, and
Yeah,
then he will
just
start
hug it,
chanting
yeah.
the Shivlinga and
Shivlinga.
Mahamrutyunjaya
Om
Japa.
Namah Shivaya.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. And when the Lord of Death, Yama, comes, when he puts his, pasha, we call the rope
Yeah.
of death, so
Yeah.
it will actually go and also
Not
embrace
only
Lord Shiva.
Markandeya embraces Shiva. So
Shiva.
when he pulls it,
Yes,
it
yes.
is
Yes,
it
pulling
is like
Shiva
a noose
also.
to his neck. Yeah.
Correct, correct. So Shiva will manifest in front of Markandeya and be pleased with his devotion, and he will grant a boon to Markandeya, saying he will be Chiranjeevi. So
Chiranjeevi.
Markandeya Rishi, who gave us Markandeya Purana, one of the Puranas in
Yes.
the 18 great Puranas.
And
I think that
Mahamrutyunjaya Japa also.
yes,
That mantra.
place I think is near Uttarakhand, where this
Uttarakhand.
happened.
Yes.
Yes, yes. So this day, I think remembering Markandeya Rishi is very, very important and auspicious. So we all, by all these stories, we know that, sacrifice, devotion, and,
And kindness
self-control.
to the people,
Yes,
and
kindness.
then, and ultimately surrendering to God.
Yes.
Shiva.
Yes, those are very, very important things we have to keep in mind. It is not just worshipping Shiva with, leaves, and by offering the leaves,
There is
what
no
we have to.
pomp or
Yes,
decoration or
yes,
nothing is there. It is a
yes,
pure surrendering, and then the
yes,
bhakti. And
yes,
the bhakti
bhakti.
is the bridge between the bhakta and Bhagavanta. And that's
Very
how
true.
Shiva is considered Bhakti Priya. He is not a Veda Priya, Nada Priya, he is a Bhakti Priya. And that's
Yes,
how we know the Bhakti is the only one, and that is most important. And that too, scientifically also, we have seen chanting this Om Namah Shivaya, it makes our mind very calm, and concentrating on meditation is much better when we do this. And then the feel good hormones are released from the brain, and that's why we feel much better and energetic, and then we become one with the universe. And that's how we know this Om Namah Shivaya Panchakshari or Sharakshari mantra is very, very important. Yes.
definitely, madam. As the saying goes, Eka Bilvam Shivarpanam. Even one Bilva Patra with great devotion and real surrender, if we offer to Lord Shiva, he will be pleased. Usually people say Shiva is Abhisheka Priya, but as you said, he is actually Bhakti Priya. He will, as we saw in the story of King Chitrabhanu, unintentionally also, if you worship Shiva, he will be pleased and he will bless us all. So on this very auspicious day of Mahashivratri, let us all forego our ego, and with a complete surrender to Lord Shiva, with a complete, devotion and very, very strong devotion, let us all pray Lord Shiva, not only for our betterment, for the betterment of the entire mankind and
whole universe, mankind.
Yes.
Yes. And Shiva is the one who is a Bhayahara Bhavahara. That means the fear in our mind is taken away, and Bhavahara means we are liberated from this attachment of this samsara or prapancha, and then we become one with the Paramatma. And Parashiva's Atma is there in all of us. So there is nobody is above or low, or who is better or rich or poor. We are all saved. We are the children of Paramatma. So let us all pray to Parashiva and then see that the whole world has the peace, prosperity, and happiness all over the mankind. Wish you all the best and happy Shivratri to all of you. And thank you very much, Shilpa, for so beautifully explaining. Very grateful to you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, madam. Thank you.